Did you know that countries like Australia, the UK, and almost all of Europe don't want US beef in their supermarkets? Yes, the most powerful country in the world, and they won't buy its beef. But why? Welcome back to BrainBoost, where we break down complex issues with clarity. And today's topic is a meaty one. And listen closely. It's not just about hormones. It's a mix of science, commerce, and a bit of politics. America produces tons and tons of beef. In fact, it's one of the largest producers on the planet. It has the technology, the volume, and the competitive price. You'd think everyone would want a piece of that steak. But when it comes to exporting that beef, the world stops and asks, "Wait, what did you put in that cow?" This question is the first warning sign, one that shapes international rejection. In the US, it's common to use synthetic hormones to make cattle grow faster. This means faster production and higher profits. But not everyone agrees it's safe. In the EU, hormone-treated beef has been banned since 1989. They follow the principle, if it might be dangerous, we don't allow it. The result? Hormone-treated US beef is automatically off the shelf in many nations. Let's talk about traceability. In Europe and Japan, they can trace every cow, from birth to slaughter to supermarket. Each step is documented. In the US, there's no national tracking system. Some states do it, others don't. So if there's a health scare, it's hard to pinpoint the source. And that makes international buyers nervous. In 2003, the United States confirmed its first case of mad cow disease, also known as BSE. The response? Global panic and immediate bans from major trade partners. Although US safety protocols have improved since then, the psychological impact remains. In food, trust is everything. And once it's broken, it's hard to rebuild. Australia gave the US a health nod in 2015. It called the beef system Category 1, its highest rating. Sounds great, right? But there was a fine print condition. Beef must come from animals born and raised in approved countries. Here's the catch. The US imports a lot of cattle. Between 2019 and 2023, 700,000 from Canada and 1.2 million from Mexico. So even if the cow is raised and processed in the US, if it was born elsewhere, it doesn't qualify. Approved, yes, but conditional. In Europe, regulators take no chances. They follow the precautionary principle. If there's uncertainty, ban it. They've said no to hormones, ractopamine, and untraceable supply chains. And even though the US says it's safe, Europe says, not on our shelves. Here's where it gets tricky. The United States argues it's all about science and efficiency. Europe claims it's about safety, but beneath the surface, it's also about protecting local farmers. Both sides use science as a shield, sometimes to protect health, sometimes to protect industry. So, is it science or selective protectionism? Latin America still buys US beef, mostly frozen and processed. But here's what they don't tell you. Several countries have rejected shipments that failed inspections, and more nations in the region are boosting their own beef industries. In Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay, they're not just exporters, they're competitors. The dependency on US beef? It's shrinking fast. What does all this mean for the US? Simple. It's losing ground. Exports are down. Competitors like Australia, Brazil, and Argentina, they're stepping in. And once a buyer switches suppliers, it's hard to win them back. The issue isn't just beef, it's global trust. At the end of the day, beef is more than food. It's a symbol of policy, safety, and international standards. As consumers, we have a right to know what's in our food, where did it come from, and who is protecting our health. Because beef is never just beef. Now that you know why so many countries reject US beef, what do you think? Is this truly about health or something bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you learned something new, and subscribe so you never miss a smart conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on BrainBoost.